Hello, I'm here to talk to you a little bit today as we get into module number 2, Word Basic, and for the most part do an overview of that. As we move from day 5, the assignments, Office, and Windows 10 Essential Concept Skills, I feel it's an assignment that you should have been wrapping up in day 5. If you haven't turned it in, try to do your best to wrap up that and submit those 3 files in the final assignment in Module 1, so you can move on to Module 2. In this video, I'm quickly going to highlight Verso, quickly talk about Edmodo again, do an overview of this Module 2 Word Basic, create a folder too if you haven't created that, but I think we have, but just be a note as we start in Module 2, we're going to have to create another folder, copy and paste the template file over there, talk about the notes of Introduction to Technology, and have you guys run through a pretest today. All right, so as I going to scroll back up to the syllabus section, Software and Web Resource page, I'm going to open that up for you guys so I can draw your attention into the web resource that says VDOE CIS, Virginia Department of Education CIS. This is the infrastructural framework of this class. So I'm going to open up a new tab here and have you guys look at this real quick. Now, it may be kind of lengthy. As you can see here, there's 91 pages, but there's a lot of text in here that really may be meaningless to you, but on page 3 you see task essential lists, and all of them are broken down into tasks, and this task is exploring computer concept, and that's kind of what I'm going to be getting in today with the introduction to technology of such. All right, and so these are line items that you're going to have to make sure you've read and understand, and you have awareness of what they are. The next one is managing a computer system. We've kind of done that already through our Module 1 and having you do a lot of things to your home PC that you're working on. Then we get into word processing documents, kind of doing that right now, Word Basic, and we'll have several modules with Word Basic, but you'll see a lot of points here. Spreadsheets, that's dealing with Excel. Database, that's dealing with access. PowerPoint, that's dealing with presentation. And then communicating through technology, kind of what the notes that I'm going to be rolling out today is going to be talking about. And then preparing for an industry certification. I'm putting that on the back burner, but that's going to be having some of you guys do the mouse word industry exam come to the spring. So understand that this class, like all classes, are following the Verso, what's out there in Verso, and that's an easy link that drills right down for you right there off of the link off the syllabus page where it's Software and Web Resource page. So I'm now going to stay here real quick one more time and draw your attention to Edmodo again. Day 1 or 2, I asked you guys to create an account, and I hadn't really gone here, and I'm holding off of having you guys go there to access the files. That's forthcoming. Again, Edmodo, if you right-click here and open up a new tab, if you have to log in, you have to use your Microsoft account, but you're going to be looking for the CIS 2021 page. As you can see here, I have just loaded the Unit 1 files that you can obtain them from, but I am actually having them stored elsewhere. Eventually, I will be requesting you guys to come here to obtain the data files, the ebooks, and the data file to work through this class. So just make note, I haven't directed you guys to Edmodo yet, but in a future modules that will be forthcoming. All right, so I'm going to take you back to the Module 1, Module 2, excuse me, and do a quick overview now. So I'm going to the modules. I'm scrolling back down to Module 2, and I'm now conducting an overview of Module 2. All right, so there is an opening statement highlighting what this Module 2 is going to be about. I have many bullet points that we will be discussing, and you will be actually performing these tasks. I have links here again, and if we're in the classroom, at times through the first 9 weeks, I do some warm-ups with online typing. So if you feel propelled, you want to check out some of these links, you can most certainly do so. Again, you see Edmodo there. I'm going to be having you guys go to Edmodo in the future, but if you haven't gotten established an Edmodo account, please do so. The notes, I'll be talking about the introduction to technology in this video later, and I'll then be talking about the pretest. I'll end with having you guys do the pretest for day 6 here. You look at the bottom of Module 2, there is going to be a quiz where I'm going to be evaluating once we get through the 2 assignments in the ebook in this. So I'm going to flop myself back to the CIS page. Obviously, you can right-click here and open a new tab. I have the tab already open, and it's going to call for me to log in. So I'm going to do that real quick with you guys. LAB 2122, followed by Bobcats. And I'm going to be trying to get you guys into the first 9 weeks. And I'm going into Unit 2. So what we saw at Canvas again, those are basically screenshots that is mirroring what you see here on Module 2. So if I move forward, I'm now in Module 2. I want to switch gears to the file folder. So if you bear with me and I can switch my screens real quick, I want to make sure you guys have the Module 2 folder. So I'm quickly taking a peek of my CIS folder. Inside the CIS folder, I see Module 2. I think we may have created Module 2 during a lecture in Module 1, and I'm going to go into Module 2, and I see nothing because we haven't done anything. But it's a folder waiting to save work. So I'm going to go back a level. And how do you go back a level? Once you drill into a folder, you can click the CIS. That'll take you back. This arrow up here will take you one up or back. So you have multiple ways you can go back a level. So I'm going to go back out a level, and I'm going to go into Module 1 real quick. Excuse me. And again, these are all the files we created in Module 1, but I want to try to get template into Module 2. So I'm going to right-click on template. I'm going to copy. I simply have copied template to the computer's clipboard. All right. As I go back and then drive into Module 2, I'm now going to hover my mouse over here, right-click, and I'm going to paste. As well, you should be right-clicking and paste or Control-V. Now I have that same template file that has our footer at the bottom, easy accessible to me when I want to try to use that file, which we will be using that template file during Module 2. So I'm now going to get back over to the website. I'm done with copying and pasting Module 2 back over. Template over to Module 2. And if I switch this back over to the website real quick, all right. And again, if we were in the classroom, I may be asking you to click on some of these online typing. Give yourself 5 or 10 minutes of a warm-up. No more, no less, if you feel like you want to work a little bit on improving your speed and accuracy with that. So I am now going to be moving forward with these notes right here. And this is a few pages long, a few power, you can see it's 36, but this is good information. All right, I'm not going to sit here and read this, but I think at your leisure during Module 2, if you haven't done this yet, is for you to take a peek and read through pages 1 through 36 to just an overview about information and technology. There will be potential questions on the quiz at the end of this module that could very well be pulled from this PowerPoint. Okay, you need to know information about technology and information. And so this is a great PowerPoint that just summarizes the different peripherals and outputs and printers. So please take your time to read that. So I am now letting you know that I'm going to hold off in reviewing lesson 1 Word Basic, but I'm now asking you guys, as day 6, I just want to do a pre-assessment of you guys. Still, if you haven't turned in any of the assignments in module 1, let's wrap those up, get those in, and then move on in trying to complete the pretest in this module, Word Basic. So I'm going to click on this and open in a new tab. Okay, so that brings us to this page right here. You don't see much. It's just basically, this is a task where simple questions, it's pre-assessment, dealing with the Word in Office. So this opens up by clicking this unit pretest. This opens up a page that you see like this. Okay, there are a total of 17 questions here. Your goal is to put your name and put your period here, and then you're going to be answering these questions, these 17 questions, based on what you know. Once you're done, you're going to hit the submit, grade, and submit. If you hit start over at the bottom left, it's going to wipe out all your questions, but you need to have your name, the period, and you need to have answer all the questions and then hit grade submit. So by going through the pretest, that for the most part will conclude with day 6. I will pick up with the next assignment on day 7.